There is a deceptively simple move that I'm going to show you today on your bass, and it is one of the much overlooked skills, just a technical skill that we don't work on. It's right there in front of us all the time, and we don't work on it. Stick around. It's so easy for your hand to collapse and not have the strength, and that is the dirty word for the day: strength. Right? Strength, fitness, right? Bass fitness. Remember, I'm going to admit where I was wrong here. So, G pent here, G, A, B, D, E, G, right? A, B. Here, check out the exercise. I'm going to take it apart for you now. Really simple. Just sounds like you've done it before, but you might not have. And there's many variations of this one exercise, and I'll give you at least one of those today. You take this through the keys for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're going to feel incredible rock solid grip starting to build. You go for a couple of months, you go for 6 months, you're never going to be the same, guaranteed. So look what's happening here. We're skipping up, the A, G, A, B, D, E to G, right? We're skipping the A, the second note, going to B, and then we're coming back. So we're skipping one and coming back. That's the pattern. You have what I call diatonic thirds. Sometimes they're major, sometimes they're minor, sometimes they're actually a fourth interval. That's the one that gets us the fourth. So up, all right, skip one, go up to B, and then come back. Skip one, go up to D, then come back. Skip one, go to E, come back to D. G, E, A, G. Now here's the tricky part. B. Don't go back to G. Just go back to E to A. And then D, G, B, E, A, D, G. 1, 2, pseudo time. 3 and 4 and... Right? So notice what you're doing is with the pinky, there's a couple of particular things here. One, the real kicker here, and this is the skill, is going up or down on one between strings on the same fret. And when you've got a groove or a lot of stamina or some of the higher tempo markings, some more complex 16th note grooves, man, you got a lot on your plate to handle, and this is the thing that people avoid. So in fact, I'll turn this on. This is 68 beats on the meter here. I'll just play eighths. 2, 3 and 4 and... Remember, go right back to E. Get to the top. E, A, G, B, E, A, D, G, B, E, A, D, G. Hey, I got the notes right. You are going to feel that stretch in your grip, and this is what you want to concentrate on. Here we are today, something so simple, and I am claiming that this can transform your skill level on the instrument. But for right now, let's think about being a position player where we have the strength. Okay, and now I want to admit where I was wrong, because in those early years, well, there's a lot of years there, but back there, I always said, yeah, I don't want these sports talk. I don't want this bass fitness nonsense. I don't want this calisthenics. I don't want all this digitation. Nah, I'm an artist, right? But you know what? Things have changed from my perspective, because I see how important it is for bass guitar players especially. It's an incredibly ornery instrument, it's so incredibly important for us to have that technique. The orchestral instruments, pianists and cellists and all these, sax players, these guys can peel the paint off the walls, and they have a lot of technique. And we're behind in the line here for technique because we learn on the street. I know that I did. We trick ourselves into not having smoking technique. So you could take this, in fact, I'll turn this on again, and you could do it in triplets. Why not? And then work on the connection of the notes. 1, 2, eighths first, 3 and 4 and. Let's just do triplets. It doesn't cycle evenly. Right? So you know when you do something in groupings of 3, you got to do it 3 times, many of those instances, to come back and zero it out and start the pattern again. You take this through all the keys, and I would say minimum of 2 weeks, no metronome. And I mean minimum, because what do I want you to concentrate on? I want you to concentrate on getting your hands to work together and to have a solid note. Punch that note out, and no slop between your fingers. Your hands have to communicate. And in fact, something that you would never think about but is absolutely true, working the accents gets your hands to work together. So much that I want to say about that in the future, but it's a great secret. But at least 2 weeks with no metronome. Get your hands working together, punch those notes cleanly, and you'll start to feel that connection between your hands. When you do factor in the metronome, nice and easy, you got a month, you got a couple of them. You get to 6 months through all the keys every day, one time. It's not going to take you long. That's probably not even 10 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. It's something that I wanted to show you. This is the stuff. There's so many things like this that I want to show you, but then you can take the patterns and then mix up the pattern, So what is that? We were going, really each couplet was up, and that one was up, down. 2 months, 3 months, 4, 6 months. Once you get to that area, and that is a kind of, to me, is a scientific thing. You take something you study it for 6 months, you'll have it for the rest of your bass playing life.